It's the front page of the California section. Burbank is a particularly despicably run city. Their commitment to freedom is an embarrassment. They're the ones I condemned years ago, as I explained earlier. You can't smoke a cigar in a cigar shop in Burbank. Health über alles. It is a form of health fascism, which I've said health über alles, right? Health above all. Power to the restaurant was shut off March 13th after the city received permission from an L.A. County Superior Court judge to do so. The judges are, it doesn't matter. There's no recourse. Nobody values freedom. They only value what the health authorities say. It's an amazing thing. These people go to college and graduate school and then question nothing. Oh, the health authorities. That's it. That's all you have to say, health authorities. How about if I think I'll die, I won't go into Tin Horn Flats? How's that? Why is that not an option? Oh, because then I'll give it to others. Well, then you can't have anything. No place can be open, which is what they wanted and did. Dr. Fauci can't explain why the Texas numbers are not going up. Remember, he warned against that. Texas opened up. Gee, they're not dropping dead like flies. A Los Angeles County. They never give the names of these judges. Isn't that fascinating? Why is that? The Lepegians, that's the family who owns it, soon brought in a generator to provide limited electricity. The Burbank City Attorney's Office is reviewing the cases. No determination has been made about what, if any, charges will be brought. Anyway, they've been fined $50,000. Isn't that correct? And boarded up. There's a picture of it. Sandbags in front of it. Like the guy was selling hand grenades. He's trying to make a living selling hamburgers. America 2021, thanks to the left. Obedience to authority. That is the motto. One of the mottos of the left. Obedience. Amazing, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you, folks, and this is where secular conservatives have really not thought this thing through. When you don't have obedience to God, you have obedience to authorities. That's what the founders knew. Even an atheist conservative needs to understand that. But they don't. This has been Burbank, let's see, this has been in a challenging situation that may not be easily understood and resolved. What does that mean? This is the statement from the Burbank fascists, the little people who run Burbank, especially when you are dealing with persons who willfully disobey the law. What is it? Who set the law? Who made the law? The health authorities? You make the law? That's it? I just declare? Candid Camera, in its great days, you know, in the 70s, they had a skit. You know, what they would do is they would set people up and then have a hidden camera show their reactions. In the middle of Manhattan, on one block, they put up a sign, "Backward Walking Zone," and almost everybody walked backward. Now, by the way, I would have too, just for the record, but as a joke, because I thought this is a crack up. But if it was meant seriously, this is New York City law that you must walk backward for a block, I wouldn't have done that. This is a very divisive issue within our city. Well, that's good news. I'm happy to hear it. There are actually people in Burbank who believe that freedom is the greater value here. And it's at a time when we should be focusing on our recovery from the pandemic. You don't mean that. Our recovery from the lockdown. Every time you see pandemic, folks, substitute lockdown. Economy crushed because of pandemic? Lie, because of lockdown. Increase in suicides because of the pandemic? Lie, because of the lockdown. Far more instances of spousal and child battery because of the pandemic? Lie, because of the lockdown. But instead it is being overshadowed by this one defiant actor in our community. I would like to take a vote among Burbank's residents. How many people think this man should be put out of business? I think most do, by the way. Wherever the rich are far less committed to liberty than the middle class. And Burbank has a lot of rich people, a lot of the Hollywood woke crowd, whose livelihoods have not been hit like the guy who owns the hamburger joint. Burbank city officials declined through a spokesman to comment beyond their public statements. Another thing, why don't they have a press conference and allow people to challenge them? Because they can't stand dissent. No leftist has ever tolerated dissent, from Lenin to Biden. Obedience. Unquestioning obedience. Okay. Well, we support this man. You open it again, I'll be there.